Okay, I want to show you a tool. This is actually one of my favorite tools I have ever learned and ever used. And the reason for this is because in my personal experience and when I have used it with my clients, it has a 100% resolution rate, which is pretty fucking huge. So this is called the reverse spin, and it's an NLP, neuro-linguistic programming technique. And I know people have different opinions on NLP. I personally absolutely love it. I think it's really, really great. I've loved everything I've learned through it. And I won't go on a tangent about that. I'll just leave it at that. So the way that the reverse spin works is that you start with, now I'm going to offer this to you as an anxiety tool. And this is a tool that for sure can be used for all kinds of pattern interrupts to stop and resolve all kinds of emotional patterns, thought patterns, habits, and things like that. And I have only used it for anxiety for myself and for my clients. So that's what I can speak to, but I do know that the people use this tool for all kinds of things, and I would be really curious to see if you end up using it for something other than anxiety and you have a positive experience. Please reach out and share it with me, or reach out for anxiety as well. Love to hear it. So let's say you start with the acute anxiety, or whatever the experience is, and this can be chronic, acute, whatever it is. Honestly, if it comes to emotions, I prefer using tools like this for something that is chronic, as in it's something that you have felt a lot, versus something that's acute that might be communicating something to you. But with anxiety, it's very overwhelming. And we don't actually need to be in a place of anxiety to get into other feelings, other emotions, to heal things, to work with it. Anxiety tends to be a blockage to that a lot of the time. It's like kind of like a flooding. So having said that, let's say you have the anxiety or whatever it is that you want to be working with today. And with anxiety, it's gonna be really hard to like take a moment to think about where you're at and how it's feeling and stuff. So you might not be able to do this part, and that's totally okay. If you're able to, just taking a moment to notice how it's feeling, where you're at, maybe like on a scale of 1 to 10, what's going on, just making a note of it and how it's feeling. So as you're doing this, you're listening into your body. Maybe you can't do that part, but you just are feeling the anxiety and it's totally overwhelming. You're going to look inside your body and feel and say that this has a spin. This energy that is this anxiety, that is whatever this is that I'm working with, it has a spin. And maybe you already instantly are like, yeah, it's spinning, it's out of control. Maybe you're like, oh, it didn't feel that before, but we're just noticing that now. It's got a spin to it, right? So let's say you're feeling into your body and you notice that you're like, oh, it's spinning this way. Which direction is it spinning in? It's spinning this way. Okay, I'm noticing that it's spinning this way. That's interesting. And then with it spinning this way, you're going to consciously pull this energy out. And I know this sounds really weird, but just try it. Just do it. You'll notice it's a lot easier and a lot more intuitive than you realize. You're just gonna pull it out a little bit. And it's spinning this way. Okay. And I'm noticing that. And then I'm going to consciously, and I actually use my hand to do this. I like to do it that way, but whatever feels right to you, you might just envision it or feel it, whatever. And then I'm going to, if it was spinning this way, I'm going to use my hand and I'm going to consciously move it in the opposite direction. And I'm noticing that it's spinning the opposite direction. And with it spinning in the opposite direction, I'm going to pull it back inside. And I'm just going to feel what that feels like for a moment. And then I'm going to shake it off. I know the teacher who taught this to me, she says to laugh. I personally cannot do that when I'm alone. With clients, I can just say, okay, now laugh. And they'll laugh. It's easy. But what I do when I'm alone is I just shake it off, right? So just kind of pattern disrupts, shake it off. And you'll be like, whoa. And I'm really not kidding you, in my experience, but also with clients. I have clients face to face with me and they're having this very overwhelming sensation in their body, and we do this and they come out of it, and 100% of the time they come out of it and they say, whoa, I feel completely calm. So try it.